Hello and welcome back to Code of Petit Pois. In this tutorial series, we're actually going to build a waitlist page generator from scratch using Astro and Vue. And basically, I was talking to a friend the other day and they have so many ideas, but they don't know which ones need to gain traction. So instead of using something like this, like a waitlist template, because they don't know how to code, it's kind of not very useful for them. So I was thinking, how could I make this a tool that anybody, even if you don't know how to code, could use, and they could just share that link with whoever and collect emails, kind of like Card, but a little bit more niche, and again, a little bit more simpler, actually. So basically what you would do, you would enter you would sign up using Clerk. You would add your details, let's say the name of a provisional name for your app, and then also you would add like maybe the features, some headline copy, and obviously it's connected to your email. And on the back end, I would collect all the emails as they enter it into your space here. So obviously it won't look like this, but this is a Astro Stack waitlist template, because sometimes you don't really need much. You just want to say what's coming. Maybe there's some features, and is anybody really interested in this? And then you could share that link with people on specific forums or on social media, and that's kind of what we're going to build today. So I'm going to start by making a project. So I've got this, I'm going to call it Valley page. I mean, you could call it whatever you want. And we're just going to basically create a new Astro project. So npm create Astro at latest, and then the star, because it's this one. Say yes to proceed, and here we are. Now I'm gonna use the helpful start template. That's fine for now. And yes, I want to get GitHub repository, and basically we're gonna just scaffold out basically what I've been saying. So we're gonna need, I would say we're gonna need quite a few things. We're also going to need an Appwrite database, so I'm going to use Appwrite. So Appwrite is a database here. I've got, these are mine. I went to the main page, similar to Superbase, but I like to use it because it's a little bit more quicker to use, simpler. And we're going to use that to store our information. So now that that's done, we're going to add Tailwind, npx Tailwind. No, can't remember what it is now. I think it's Astro add and then Tailwind. Yes. And you know what, we're going to add Netlify as well, because we're going to be using Netlify. And in our package.json, oh, we're going to be using Vue as well, so we need to do that too. We can go to layouts, and at the top here we can just import styles, global CSS. Okay, we're going to call it Valley page, and actually we're just going to have const title page description, and it's going to say early page is a waitlist landing page generator to ideas before building. Share the link, collect emails, and see if your project has likes. And say yes. Okay. So then we change this to title. And here my meta name description, content description. Alright, excellent. So that's fine. And then we can have a const keywords as an array, and you can have, validate idea, waitlist page generator, etc. Okay, so that's the layout file. And we've got Tailwind and Appwrite, and we just need one more. npx Astro add Vue, because we're going to be using Vue to kind of store as a form field. It's just easier to use, and then we also add Appwrite as well. So npm install Appwrite. So for Appwrite, we're going to need some information. So we use a .env file, and this is basically where we will store locally. For now, we'll store our access to our Appwrite. And we'll also create another folder called lib, or library, and I'll just call this appwrite.ts. And we also make one called consts.ts. And for the consts, I like to put things like this. So export. And inside here, we're going to import title, description, keywords from lib consts. Okay, so we can remove these, and everything should be the same. Okay. Now that we have all of that, we can take a look at the index page, and we're going to remove the welcome, keep the layout because obviously we need that, and okay, so we'll just have a main class of with full background. Let's go light, so let's go teal 400, padding 8, padding Y 32, and we'll just have a div for the title. We'll just have a H1, we'll call it valid page. It'll be a class of text 7XL, font bold, and then what we can do, npm run dev, and we can run it. So we can change that actually and import title const.hash_lib const. Alright, and change that to title. Alright, so now we can click this and it does it in here, and here we go. So we've got this nice value page, and what we can do as well, we can add some information, and we can put the description in here. So if we look at it again, awesome. And there's like you can have like a call to action. So another H2 is like validate your project today, and we have a button where it doesn't go anywhere, but it says get started. Href doesn't go anywhere, and we'll give it a class of padding 2, bg black, text white. And if we take a look at this nice thing here, as we can see, it's all we can add some p-3 padding. And if we take a look, okay, and we need some extra padding. So what we'll do, we'll add some padding here, padding bottom, well actually margin bottom 4, and class of padding 2. I'll take a look and see what that looks like. Okay, we'll keep the paddings the same. Leave that as it was, and we'll actually copy this here, and we'll do 4. There we go. Yeah, okay. I mean, it doesn't look great, but this is kind of a start, you know. Validate your project today, and this is a nice little jumbotron we got going on. Okay. So what I like to do now is take this idea and open up Claude. So I'm going to go to Claude. I'm going to say redesign this UI landing page for value page, a waitlist page generator. So sometimes it's good to obviously give it context and everything, but if I want something very fast, this is the best way to do that. Okay, it's going to go with a Dart aesthetic. Okay, teal and lime, interesting choice. So it's going to build a striking landing page, and once that's done, so I'm using the free plan, but obviously you could use the others. And I also use Claude to, we'll use it to, there we go. Now this looks better, right? This looks very, very nice. I like it. Nice. This is very good. It's kind of giving me kind of what I want. Obviously this little thing doesn't have everything that I've got, but it's got enough. So if we copy the layout there and paste it here, and sorry, just the layout. Okay, and what we'll do, it says add these fonts to the head, so we'll just copy that, and we'll go to the layout page here, and we'll add it to the head. And now, if we take a look, that's what we have. So we have exactly what we see there. That's great. Okay, that's great. But I want to also want to have the flow. You enter your project details, features, price, and get a unique URL that you can share with on socials. So it's just giving it a bit more context. So it's going to build it as a React artifact, which I don't want, but I just want to see what it comes out with. So it's going to create that, yeah, which is nice. So it's going to give me an idea of what it's going to build it out for me. Although what I'm going to be using Vue for this, but it's just nice to see what it can come up with for the project, which is great. So while it's doing that, I'll just take a look here. But this is what we've got so far. You know, this is nice. Nice. Yeah, you stay in charge of the things. So basically, you'll need a page called I'm not sure actually. Not sure how we're going to do it, because we want to basically have valid page slash maybe build. Maybe folio. Okay, maybe project. And we're going to want a slug.astro file. Definitely that. So it'd be validate page / project / the unique ID. And you basically share that with everybody and go to the specific page. That's the idea anyway. Yeah. Let's say turn this into a Vue component. So yeah, so it's like, tell us about your project, and then the features page, So for example, this is a value page. Launch wait list page in 60 seconds. Job description, who's it for? Wait list page generator. It helps indie hackers validate their ideas before committing to full build. Vue at yourproject.com. Let's say continue. Add feature. Generate pages. Page. Collect emails. And yeah, that's basically it. That's literally what I would make, what we're going to be making. Okay.